Curt was awesome. Timing was incredible. I mean, at his peak, you know, Curt had some injuries, and I think that, you know, that hurt Curt a lot. I think that he probably got bitter that he didn't quite get as far as he thought he should have. But incredible bump taker, incredible timing, natural. You know, when he first started, he was good. I mean, I remember 2 or 3 years in when he was a job guy in WWF, and you could see, you know, he did things like the great drop kick, you know, the athletic thing that very few of the guys could do at his level. And, you know, you knew Curt was going to make it in wrestling. He was going to be a good worker. And as years went by, he became much better than that. So, yeah, I think he just had, like, you know, but the thing was is he knew what to do, he knew when to do it, he knew how to control an audience. And, I mean, his like, a lot of people can do crazy things, but they look out of context. You know, Curt's stuff worked in the confines of a wrestling match. It wasn't just, I'm going to flip and spin around. You know, he made it, he made the flipping and spinning around look like it was the result of what the other guy did. He would do these things where he would, like, trip and fall down, where it would look like it was an accident when, you know, he was doing it on his own. You know, he would, you know, he had great comedic time. He had great, just that, all of that stuff. A great instinctive wrestler. Curt had a great personality. I think that he knew how to talk to Vince. I think Vince respected his ability. You know, I think that, you know, Curt had a reputation, and I think his reputation that he got when he really was great carried over for years and years and years, where people kind of thought, well, he's Curt Hennig and he's great. He wasn't as great by then. I think maybe there was some bitterness, or maybe just, you know, the injuries. I mean, his back was thrashed at a young age. He had bad knees from a young age. So, you know, I mean, that doesn't help matters either. Oh, Ric Flair loved Curt Hennig. You know, they were together in WWF. Curt managed Ric when Curt was out doing one of his injury things. And then they ended up wrestling each other a couple of times. You know, they feuded for a little while. And, you know, that was, you know, I remember with Curt and Ric Flair, that was always the big debate for a while there, is like, you know, who was better. You know, I mean, Ric was more ring-wise. I think Ric Flair was more consistent. I think that Curt was, you know, Curt was definitely the better athlete, and Curt was definitely the more versatile of the two. So, you know, but there was, you know, for a period there was the debate on, you know, like, I think this was around 89-ish, I'm guessing, maybe the time. Well, 89, pretty much, people would say Ric, so maybe 90. You know, it's like, you know, who's better, you know, who's the top guy, Ric Flair or Curt Hennig, as far as, you know, United States wrestling.